Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty.
And Miss Morningstar.
And you are tuned into Our Plugs, a community connection, where culture, commerce, and community come together on one powerful platform.
Absolutely. This is a show that connects Black and minority-owned businesses, nonprofit organizations, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and change makers all in one place. We don't just talk, we build, we uplift, and we plug you into the resources that help our community grow.
Yep. From business ownership and financial empowerment to mental health, education, arts, culture, and justice. This is a space where real conversations meet real solutions.
I know that's right. So wherever you're listening, whether it's from home, at work, or on the move, stay locked in because you're officially plugged into Our Plugs, the community connection.
Now let's get into today's show. Good morning, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Good morning, Memphis, Tennessee. Happy Thursday. We are back at it with our family, the political tea with DeeJay and the real DeeJay Papi. Oh, and we have a special guest. We have Benard Taylor dropping by this morning to speak with us about what he plans to do when he gets into the House, what his initiatives are. I'm excited to talk to him. I've been watching this young man. I've seen his commercials. I've seen him on TikTok. I am excited to speak with him. I commend anyone who is going to run for office, and we need strong leadership. So buckle up. It's going to be a great show. Of course it is. All right. So I also want to say good evening to our family and friends on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our journey. We could not do this without you. And we are happy to see that our membership is growing. People are paying attention to what's going on because all it's going to do is benefit you. So come on in, grab you something good to drink, and get ready for a fun morning/evening with the family. All right. So here is your reminder to what? Drink your 16 ounces of water as soon as you wake up, first thing in the morning. Take your morning medication, as well as your vitamins. Have you a great breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And come on in for an amazing, let's say, couple hours with some amazing people. I say all that to say this. Miss Morningstar, good morning. I know you have some affirmations that we really need to hear.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's good to be back in action.
Yes.
How is everybody feeling today on this beautiful Thursday morning?
Yes.
Wednesday evening for my TikTokers. Good evening, you guys. Welcome. Yes, we are going to get into some affirmations this morning because it is that time of the year. I think for most parents, of course, for myself, who have children, who have teenagers, who have high schoolers that might be graduating. It's crazy. It's a crazy time. I mean, it's exciting. It's a lot going on, but it's also stressful. It can be stressful. And as parents, we know that job is not for the weak. Okay. Being a parent is not for the weak. You have to be level-headed, strong to be a parent because kids just are going to be kids. And that's just how it is.
They are.
Right? We are raising them to be adults. I'm teaching them along the way. So I have some affirmations for parenting. Parenting affirmations are positive daily declarations designed to reduce stress, build some confidence, saying things like, I'm enough, I've done enough, I'm doing my best. Things like that to just reinforce you as a parent that you are doing your best. And that's all you can do. We're not perfect, but all you have to do is your best. If you're one of those parents who are feeling drained and just plain out frustrated, it's important to take a time out for your own well-being and use some affirmations, which can be a valuable tool to help you, start your day off or even in your day or even help you midday. So let's get into some affirmations for when you feel like it's going too fast. Things just going too fast. Say this: nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. I can learn and lead at the same time. My voice is becoming my child's inner voice. That is true. They, even though they ain't listening, why they say they ain't listening, but they listening. The sound of my child waking up causes me to be joyful. Even the monstrous moments are once in a lifetime. I think I said that word wrong. I cannot control the future, but I can meet its challenges. Today is an experience of joy, not a performance of execution. I have been trusted with the care of this specific child for a reason. I am confident in how well I know my child, and I remain curious as they grow. Now, these are moments for overstimulation. Sometimes that's a new thing for me. I hear my child, I'm overstimulated. I don't know if y'all kids say that, but mine do sometimes. I'm overstimulated. I had to go look at that. Like, what you talking about? What's wrong with you? But these are some things that we learn as you grow. So let's give a few affirmations for that. That's let them be little. The little ones, let them be little. There is chaos around me, not inside me. I do not need to react at this moment. Mess happens, that's part of a happy childhood. I'm allowed to set boundaries to protect my time and energy. And when you feel like you messed up, say things like this: I'm accountable for my actions, not my feelings. No single moment will define your journey together. This is an opportunity to teach my children about repair. My child doesn't need my perfection, they need my presence. And one last thing, no single moment will define our journey together. So these are some affirmations. I hope they help. I get it. I'm there with you. It's chaos, but we love them. We brought them in this world, and they were placed in our lives for a reason.
Yes. I love that. You know, it's a lot going on with our children nowadays.
Yes.
It's coming up on the end of another school year. And we only want one thing. We all want healthy, safe, happy children. And just
Absolutely.
remember that these little adults, these little people turn into adults eventually. And kids don't forget, and they remember,
They do.
remember who was there for them, who was there with them. So please, I beg
Mhm.
of you, please treat your children with the love and respect that not only you need, but they need. How are they going to learn how to love and respect if they don't see it at home?
That's right.
Thank you, Miss Morningstar. I know it is hard being a parent,
It's
baby.
ain't easy,
It
but
is
we got
not,
this.
not
We
for the
got this,
weak.
y'all.
But becoming a grandparent is the biggest reward, baby, because you can spoil them and send them home.
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Morningstar.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much. Let's go ahead and hop into this weather, and then we're going to bring up our family because, yeah, we want to jump right into politics. Holly Springs, today you have a high of 83, a low of 62. Feels like 82 during the day, 58 at night, with a 15% chance of rain. Winds out of the south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. It's going to be a partly cloudy day, beautiful day anyway. Humidity is moderate during the day and high at night. And get out there and enjoy your day, period. Memphis, Tennessee, today you have a high of 85, a low of 67. 67. Feels like 83 during the day, 62 at night, with a 4% chance of rain. Winds out of the south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Again, partly cloudy pretty much all day, and its humidity will be moderate all day. H-Town, Houston. Today we have a high of 83, a low of 71. Feels like 86 during the day, 70 at night, with a 24% chance of rain. Winds out of the south southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. It's going to be a partly cloudy day for us as well. Humidity is high during the day and very high at night. You guys, although we are going through crazy times, take every opportunity to get outside, touch some grass, do some grounding, get you some sun as much as you can. That vitamin D, not only is it good for you, it makes you feel good as well. and enjoy your day. That is your weather for today. Get out there and enjoy it. All right, Miss Morningstar. Let's go ahead and bring DJ and Reel on up because there's a couple. I got some questions about. I saw an article about Todd Lyons, the ICE director. He said he's gonna resign. Well, what happened, Todd? You ain't been there but 2 minutes. Hey, DJ. Hey,
Hey, ladies. He
Deucet.
probably
Good
never
morning.
got
Hey,
paid for the
hey.
time. Probably never got paid for the time he was there.
Uh-uh.
Wait a minute. Are
Let's
you
keep
talking
it
about
real.
the dude who I guess he claimed he was the border czar?
Well, you know,
Nah, not the
Not him.
trench coat dude. He was gone already. So the
yeah.
guy that came to replace him, now he's leaving.
He said it's too stressful.
Listen, they just dropping like flies.
Like flies. Like flies that ate some bad anyway. Yeah.
Right. They
Yeah.
trying to get out of the way
That
before
part.
that hits the fan. They're trying to get out the way before that hits the fan.
Because
It
it's
seems
Listen,
that it's
coming.
hitting the fan every day, if you ask me.
Oh
How
yeah.
y'all doing this morning? I didn't get a chance to ask y'all. How y'all doing, DJ and Real?
I'm
I
doing
am good.
amazing. Ready to start an amazing day. So yeah, I'm feeling
Yeah.
great. I'm
Well, you
feeling
look
great.
beautiful as usual. I'm not
I'm
gonna tell
trying to
you,
keep up
Real.
with my young sisters. I can't get on here looking all busted when you
Girl,
with
you
with,
better.
with you
Girl,
ladies.
We
we
just
just
Okay.
we trying to keep up with
with
you,
you,
okay?
okay?
Mm-mm.
Stop playing with us. We trying to keep up with you, baby. Real,
Uh-uh.
you look nice as well. I'm not gonna say you look beautiful. You look handsome. You look nice as well.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're
We'll keep it
welcome. You're
dapper
welcome.
with the
Yeah,
hats
we,
and stuff. He clean,
always.
clean,
Yes.
Mm-mm.
clean.
Always. Well, I just wanted to talk about that really quick, and then one more before I let y'all Miss Morningstar go, and then y'all can jump into y'all's. Uh, Marjorie Taylor Greene claims Trump instructed fired AG Pam Bondi to not release the Epstein files amid fears his friends are going to get hurt. We already knew that, Marjorie. We knew that. Where you been? All of a sudden, we see all of these people that used to, I mean, they went to bat for the man with the black hand, swollen ankle, and leprosy on his neck.
Oh,
They
I,
went to bat for him. What's his name? Tucker Carlson,
Tucker,
Mhm.
Alex Jones,
Jones, all of them.
Joe Rogan,
Candace,
Candace.
Eunice
All
Rose.
of them.
yeah.
What was the lady who said that it was okay for young girls uh, they're
Oh,
16, Megan Kelly?
Megan
Oh
Kelly.
yeah, I forgot
Even
about her.
her.
Yeah.
What's going on? Are they
He
not?
lost all he lost all his people. And I think the fact that everybody's waking up to, how much influence the I country has on the state.
Hmm.
A lot of them are pushing anti-Semitism.
Mm. Well, would you look at that? Mm.
I
Mm.
just saw something come across my news thing, y'all. Somebody just got fired.
Who got fired, girl?
Which one
Oh,
you want to talk about
John
first?
Phelan.
Is that the
John Phelan, the Secretary of the Navy, yes.
Secretary of the Navy just got fired? I wonder
Who
why.
did
Refused the order. I mean,
Keg's breath? He at it again.
Probably refusing an
I don't,
order. I
that's
didn't
what I
read
think. Refusing the order.
right. I didn't read as to why, but I can only assume just like the others, he refused to order and that's probably what ended up happening.
right.
Mm.
So I mean they're not listen, nobody wants to be responsible for those coffins that will eventually have to be returned.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's going to be a very bad look for anybody in that administration.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's unfortunate that we have a psychopath that is the president in office who really don't care about that. You
Mm-mm.
know, he on his last leg anyway. So for him,
Mm.
I recall a statement he made because people were asking him, and this is kind of just off the cuff. Aren't you worried about your legacy? He like, I don't care. I'll be dead.
He doesn't care.
He
He
said that
doesn't.
out of his
He
That's
mouth,
doesn't.
obvious.
And
and
he
I
doesn't care
believe
where his
him.
soul goes.
No, he don't care. He
Mm-mm.
said, "What I care for, I'll be dead."
Well, I
So who
mean,
cares about a legacy?
What is he
now
waiting on?
Now, if that's the case, Morning Star, why rob the American people? If you don't care about what
Evil.
happens after you're gone, you can't take a U-Haul into the ground with you. You can't take
I
an
think
armored truck, any of that.
to say he
So,
just evil. He just
Mm-hmm.
like a villain.
right,
Like
Mm-hmm.
we never dealt with anything like this. A person who just pure evil for no reason. He ain't even got a reason behind all this evil stuff he doing. It's just satisfying for him at the moment. He's
right.
getting satisfaction off being so evil. And when
Right.
he gone, he don't care.
Right.
Listen,
But
I've
he
seen atheists say that they believe he's the antichrist.
He
I've
is.
seen and atheists who don't even believe in the Father himself looks
Yeah.
at this man and now all of a sudden knows that there's a devil. So hopefully they'll second guess that other part. But yeah, I've seen atheists say that he's the antichrist. So
right.
Because he is.
But
He
but
is the Antichrist. Go ahead, Real.
mhm.
his kids should start waking up to this. Obviously, if he doesn't care,
Which
once
kid?
he's gone, all of them, once he's gone, he's going to leave you guys, those kids, to deal with the fallout. Again, I've never seen a hearse pulling a U-Haul.
First of all, let me say this. Let's go through the kids. The junior, he's so high on life that he's not he wouldn't care one way or the other.
That
He's
ain't the
Mm-mm.
trying
only
to get
thing he
every
high on.
mm,
Okay.
yeah, okay. And anybody got some Coca-Cola? Anyway, he's so high. And then he doesn't care either way. You know, he doesn't know, doesn't care either way. Then we got the other son. Does he even? I haven't seen him in a minute. Eric Trump. I haven't
Eric,
seen him. I haven't seen him in a minute. I know he's battling something, some things. Grinder. Anyway, was it Grinder?
Well, let me just insert this little piece. Prior to Trump coming into office the first time, they had to go in the mountains to get him. He was already separated from them life lies wise before Trump even ran. And then after the time that Trump actually lost, his brother ousted him on X and told the world that he was gay, or at least allegedly. Well, I saw the brother say it, but
Well,
the
he's
brother
not
made
the
the
only one
accusation.
who is actually sponsoring the White House dinner this year. He's not the only one
Grinder.
that likes
Okay.
grinder.
Well,
Anyway,
that's a thing for them. I mean, it's the I'm coming out party, and it's okay. I
it's
mean,
fine.
the
We've been
world
out.
already knew that y'all now your spouses and all your, they'll find out. You know, you'll
I
But
be
mean,
you
coming out. It's a coming out
right,
party.
but those are the type of men that'll sleep with a man and say, "I'm not gay," and I'm
Yeah,
like, "Yes, you
yeah,
are."
yeah, yeah.
oh
They'll
my.
try to justify something behind it.
Mhm.
I didn't perform it. I let them do it.
Right,
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
it's still gay.
Mhm.
Okay,
Just as
let's
anywho, and
be
then
clear.
we've got what's her name? Ivanka. Ivanka, I
Uh,
hear
have y'all
her
seen her? I haven't seen
well,
her.
her husband is battling cancer once again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, you know.
Wait a minute,
And
Ivanka, you talking about the one who is traveling?
Mm-hmm.
She has
Jared.
cancer. Jared has
Mm-hmm.
cancer. Really?
yeah,
Yeah,
Jared.
it was in remission, but it's back.
He been
Mm,
playing with the devil. See, um, when you playing
mm.
with the devil, you're doing the devil's work. I hate to say it, but that, everything them people touch turns to what?
Every time.
Every person that goes around them does not succeed. They are never successful. You
But
rubbing with the devil.
right, it seemed like the new ones would understand that if they look at the history.
Yeah.
Everyone that rubbed elbows with this man has either been put in prison, lost their livelihood,
Livelihood.
or
Mhm.
their family
Yeah.
has been, shunned from all over the place. Seemed like they would have caught on, but that greed of money. And
Mm-hmm.
Donnie's mad. He wants the world to suffer because he felt like he suffered. No one really accepted him. The elite did
Exactly.
not accept him until he became president and he offered them all these goodies. They didn't accept him before that.
The whole thing about it is they don't need to accept him. He needs to accept what's going to happen to him as soon as that final blink happens. Accept that. And then we've got Barron, and I hear Barron. he's got to register for the to get put on a ship, maybe jump out of a plane. If we got to go to war, yours got to go to war too.
Well, with Barron, Melania came out and said that he cannot go anywhere unsupervised.
Why?
You know why? Spectrum
Well,
1, 2, and 3. I'm looking
well,
at
he's
one all day.
well. Let me tell you something. If he's got enough common sense to buy cryptocurrency and stack his chips, he got enough sense to pick up a weapon and go
Well,
fight.
to tell
A,
Melania
a,
get suited
a,
and
a
booted.
financial advisor did that. He didn't do that himself.
Yeah, let's tell
He-
Melania to go ahead and get suited and booted. Okay.
But
One
he
of
still
y'all
got
going.
that granddaughter. That granddaughter's 18 now.
One
Yeah.
of y'all going. If you're over the age of 18 and under the age of what, 46 or 42?
Yeah,
Which one is it? 46,
42.
42?
Think about everything new.
Lace up, especially if your last name is Front.
That
That part.
covers Eric and Barron.
Uh huh.
Bye.
Uh huh.
Lace up. You
Yeah.
know.
I
Yeah.
want to go back. I want to go back to this real quick, y'all, about Tucker Carlson. So
Uh,
he regret, right? He regrets that he said he's gonna be tormented for helping get Trump elected. I call BS, y'all. I
we
really do.
Tucker.
Tucker's
Right.
Listen.
smart. Let me tell you one thing about Tucker. The other people's dummies, but I think Tucker's smart, and I think
Well,
he gearing up for something. He knew that Trump was an idiot. He knew all these things before
Everybody knows what.
he
Right.
vouched for him. He knew everything about Trump was awful when he vouched for him. He's a smart man. He knew what he was doing. He's playing the
yeah.
game, and
He-
that is why I'm
Mhm.
like, what is you gearing up for? You gonna try to run?
But
What's going
Right.
on?
listen,
But all of them did. Now they see that the wheels are about to fall off. They're
Yeah,
trying to separate themselves from Donald Trump.
right.
The
but
wheels on the
even with
bus.
Tucker has been like this now for months. You remember
Hmm.
what's the
He's up.
I always get this guy mixed up with the Cuban guy, but that's not the Cuban guy. He had an interview with one of the
Nick
administrators, and I can't.
Fuentes,
No, it wasn't for Fuentes. The heavyset guy, where he asked him about
Fox.
Alex Jones.
no, look, don't worry. The name will come back to me later. Let's just go on with the
Okay.
story, okay? So he ended up interviewing him, and he would not let this guy off the. It's going to come to me in a minute, off the hook. So since that time, Tucker's been He's been poking them. He even poked Trump a few times. He won't
I
correct him,
saw that.
but he'll poke him. And I think Tucker's gotten to the point where when he's realizing that, wait a minute, they're trying to give it's not real, our country, as far as I'm concerned,
Hmm.
and as far as he's concerned as well. That's where he drew the line. He didn't draw the line for racism. I didn't see him
Mm-mm.
draw the line for the children in the camps, or the people that were illegally being taken in. He started to show some remorse around the Epstein file, but that is not real. And the Jewish people, he just totally drew the line there because he is a Catholic.
Hmm.
And I listen, I don't care why he drew the line. He's got millions of people following him. Just like Joe Rogan, just like Tucker not
Alex
Tucker
Jones.
Carlson, but
Alex Jones.
who?
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones,
Hmm.
Candace, they've got millions of people
People follow.
following them.
Hmm.
So his voice is going to play a big role. And the Trump administration knows that. That's why they had Joe Rogan standing in the back of them that day. And I'm going to post that video because you can't convince me that Joe was there on his own free will.
He was not.
Right.
He
He,
was not.
okay, if you look in his face, you could see that this whole thing was being forced. And then Donnie was doing that little, look on
Mm-hmm.
his
Mm-hmm.
face. And I
Hmm.
said, okay, they've made the threat. And so they've got him standing between two huge guys. And I didn't realize he was such a short
Little
man.
person.
Yeah. And so, he was there, but and you can see that this whole thing was being forced. As far as this Joe Rogan and Alex Jones turned against him. So now Alex Jones is being forced to sell everything he ever had, including his podcast.
Wow.
because of the what was it? Where he was that conspiracy theory where he
Oh,
was
for
saying.
the when
Well,
he
yeah,
said
the
about those
lawsuit.
babies.
Right. He
Yeah,
Um,
Right.
had the lawsuit. He
yeah.
lost the
he
lawsuit.
lost.
Hmm.
He was making payments on what he had to do, but he started his podcast again. But since you want to talk against Trump, because the whole time that podcast has been open, it's been for Trump, so he hasn't really said anything. But since you want to talk against him, the day after they had Joe Rogan in the White House, the very next day it was announced that Alex Jones will not be having power over his podcast anymore, and that all of his money and his goods and his property will be seized until this is
So
paid off.
so he went and sat with the man with the dead hand, and then the next day they stripped him of everything. That's what you get. That's what
Well,
you
no,
get.
no, 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 those were two different people. That was Joe Rogan that they had sitting with him and it had him scared in the back.
Oh,
Alex Jones was
Jones
another
didn't.
one. So
Okay,
I can see
he's
them
the one.
trying to come after Nick, which I think is going to be hilarious because Nick is
Me too.
he's young
Right.
and
He's young.
he ain't got that time for that nonsense. And they're
Hmm.
going to come out after Candace, which she's used to it by now. She'll be just fine.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
how.
let's take a quick commercial break. I see that we have our special guest in the box. Let's go to commercial. When we come back, we can bring him back and we can jump right into it. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. You guys stick around. Uh-oh, Miss Morningstar, you might have to do it because for whatever reason, I'm unable. Go ahead and start the commercials, Miss Morningstar. I'll be right back.
Do you relate to the phrase, "Don't let the pretty face fool you"? That's the motto behind our Pretty Gangster hoodie. I myself am not a people person, so we have a hoodie for that too. Our hoodies do the talking.
What's up, everybody? Scott Cologne, District Attorney and candidate for the United States Senate for the great state of Mississippi. I had a great time talking about my campaign with the crew at the Community Connection morning radio show. I'm running because Mississippi matters. Our families are paying more for less, and our rural hospitals are under serious threat. I spent my career fighting for my community, and I'll bring that same fight to Washington. Folks in the Holly Springs area and the worldwide should check out our convo and visit cologneforsenate.com because Mississippi matters.
This is Transformation Training Academy. If you're someone that people walk up to and just talk to and tell all their business to and they don't know you, this is your sign. If you're ready to level up, Transformation Training Academy is ready for you. Coach Nikki and Counselor Nikki push you past your limits into your purpose. We help you break patterns, build confidence, and create real change. Your breakthrough isn't someday, it's today. Contact us at info@thetransformationtrainingacademy.com.
Carter's Caring Hands is here to serve the communities here in Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, as well as Southfield, Michigan. We also go out into the unhoused community, serve the community with care bags. Low-income families, our senior citizens, and our veterans with fresh food baskets each and every day, because no one should choose medication over food. We are here.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mara Keller, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel and candidate for Congress in Georgia's 3rd District. Now, I'm running because too many decisions in Washington are being made without listening to the people that they affect, whether it's public safety, veterans care, education, or protecting our constitutional rights. These aren't partisan issues. If you believe our government should work for everyday Americans and not special interests, I invite you to stand with us. Your donations help keep this grassroots campaign people-powered. Every donation fuels our voter outreach, ads, and our shared fight for a better Georgia. Visit marakeller.com to donate today. Let's finally serve the people who send us to Washington. And a huge thanks to DeeJay Kitty Cat 50 for the energy and the spotlight. Let's keep pushing.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. Thank you guys for sticking around. I had a little technical difficulties because technology is going to do what it wants to do. That's what I'm learning. So I just Look, I just roll with the punches. All right. So we have a special guest. Go ahead and bring him up, sis. We have a special guest joining us today. His name is Benard
Hello, my
Taylor.
beautiful sister.
We are running today for, he is running, my goodness, he is running for um a house seat in Florida, and we are happy to see him on our platform, and we are ready to ask just a few questions and kind of pick his brain and see what he's going to offer our folks in Florida. Welcome in, Benard Taylor. Good to see you.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing?
What's up?
Hello,
What's
Well,
up?
hello.
doing well. Doing well. Okay, DJ, we see you. Go ahead and drop and come right back. We have sometimes we have a little technical difficulties because technology isn't anybody's friend. Huh.
I understand. I understand.
I know that you are busy. We know that you're a firefighter and you are running for the House. And I know I know this is you guys' show, so I'm gonna let you guys ask your questions, and then we'll come right back. I do have a few questions that I want to ask Mr. Taylor. I know that he's very busy, so thank you for taking out the time to come and speak with us. Go ahead, Real, take it over.
Okay, so welcome in, Bernard. Can you just let the people know your first, last name, where you're running for office, what district?
So good evening,
Uh
everyone. My
oh,
name is Benard Taylor. I'm running for
is
Congress. Yeah.
can you guys hear him?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear him just fine, Real. If you can't hear, drop and come back.
So,
Yes,
guys, again,
go
my
ahead.
name is Benard Taylor. I'm running for Congress in Florida, Congressional District 21. Congressional District 21 covers Palm Beach County, Martin County, and St. Lucie County, Florida. Right now, anyway, we don't know what's about to happen with our redistricting section next week, but for now, that's what we're doing.
So
Okay.
they are redistricting next week.
Yeah, the governor has already got a special session planned for next week, so they will be meeting to decide what they're going to do.
Wow, wow. So what's the census for the people in Florida about this redistricting? How are they feeling about, this happening, especially now?
Well, our state has already been gerrymandered from the last time they did the maps, so it's really not too much more that they can do. We're actually hoping that they do try to do something because they're going to have to make some other seats more vulnerable in order to try to destroy the few Democratic strongholds we do have in Florida. So unless they want to end up like Texas and turn a gerrymander into a demi-mander, I don't think anything is going to happen. And there's actually a lot of people up in Tallahassee that don't want to do any redistricting, even on the Republican side, because they know it would make their House seats vulnerable.
Wow. And it seems to me that doing this redistricting it's not only going to hurt Dems, it's actually hurting Republicans as well, which is basically they've shot themselves in the foot with trying to do this. What's your thoughts on that?
No, absolutely. Again, some of these seats here in Florida, like I said, we only have really 8 quote unquote strong Democratic seats. And to get anything less than that, you would have to weaken, some R plus 20, R plus 15 districts, which would bring those districts down to R plus 10, R plus 8. And again, if the trend follows anything like we've seen over the past year, we're flipping, 20, 25 point races across the country. So if you're going to make those seats more competitive, you might actually lose more seats in that process of trying to gain seats.
Hmm. Same with Texas. And that's what they get. I'm a firm believer you get what you get and you don't have a fit. You thought you were gonna pull a fast one. That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get. I'm not mad about it at all. I'm praying that, with the state of this country, everybody realizes that it's the Republicans that got us here and they act accordingly. Let me go ahead and turn it back over to DJ and Real. You guys go ahead. Everybody can hear now?
I can
Yes,
hear now.
yes.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
All right, technology. Stay right
Hmm.
there. Don't move. All right,
So,
go ahead.
so Bernard, tell the people about a little bit about yourself, the platform that you're running on, and what it is that you want to achieve as a U.S. congressman.
So I'm basically running a people power grassroots campaign, and it's all about giving the power back to the people. It's about making sure we're putting the needs of the people here on the Treasure Coast first. It's making sure we're actually tackling the affordability crisis here in Florida, making sure people have health care, making sure we actually have people in office that want our environment and our waterways to be healthy and be safe, as opposed to the direction that things have been going in Florida over the past decade. We're seeing young people leave our state at about a 30% clip, and virtually any young person you talk to don't see Florida as a place for them to build and grow. And that's unfortunate because my family's been here for 4 generations. And, the Florida I grew up in was a place that everybody wanted to come because there was a lot of opportunity here and there was a lot of things to do. And we also, we cared about our environment. We cared about our natural resources. I still remember to this day, times going fishing with my granddad when he was still here. All those different things that made Florida, Florida, we've seen be sold down to developers over time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm outside and all these firefighters want to pretend like they're real heroes. But
Leave them
but
people
yeah,
alone.
we just we want to get the power back to the people, man. I truly believe right now is our best opportunity to make that happen.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say this. First of all, I am extremely proud of you. I a lot of times I give you a little push here and there, a poke here and there, but hey, that's just to see what how strong you really are, and you've always proven yourself. And I'm glad. I wish I could vote for you, but because I can't, I want to support you every time I have a few extra dollars, and I think that's what we all need to do, guys. We've made it our business to say we do not want APAC a part of our candidates at all. So that means we have to do the work and we have to make sure we support this man. So before I go on, I'm gonna let because I know Real had another question before I go into mine. I want him to finish his.
Oh. Well, me from the outside looking in, I can see that in the state of Florida, as you mentioned, these big developers coming in, doing their things or whatever. Between over the course of the years and with this administration now, I've seen the level of tourism in the state of Florida going down. Is there possibly something you have in the plans to try to bring some of this tourist activity back to the state?
Absolutely. Again, you got to make Florida a place people want to come. Right now, with some of the policies that are in place by our current legislature, it doesn't feel like a safe place for a lot of people. Whether that's people of the LGBTQ community, whether that's people from other countries, whether that's people of color. Like a lot of people don't feel safe coming to Florida right now. So until you have a overturn of a lot of policies that make people feel unsafe, you're going to have those tourism dollars that our state relies upon. But as you guys got to remember, we don't have state income taxes here in Florida, and the reason for that is we depend heavily on our tourism industry. And when that industry takes a hit, we lose a lot of that revenue. And a lot of that revenue funds a lot of the things that are able to take place in the state of Florida. So if we don't do something to reverse course and continue this trend of losing not only people living here, but also people coming here, it's going to have a huge, huge impact on our state.
I would make a suggestion for Florida. If you guys can get DeSantis out of being a governor, then your tourism will go back up. Because until he's gone, Florida won't see a dime of my money. Although, Benard, Mr. Taylor, I wish I were there to vote for you, but I cannot give him and his white high heel boots any of my money. I cannot do it. I can't.
And you know
So,
what? It makes
so
me
good news,
so
good
it
news,
makes
good
me
news for
so
you.
sad. You
No,
do?
no,
Wait a minute.
yeah, good
Wait,
news.
go ahead. I'm
So
listening.
he, first of all, he can't run anymore. So
Right,
come
right,
November, he's done regardless. So you don't have to worry about that.
Yay!
And
right. But isn't he
there was
trying to get his wife to run or something like that?
no actually funny story. It was a story came out yesterday. Apparently, the lieutenant governor that is trying to run, he's not really getting any traction. Byron Donalds is considered the quote unquote Republican front runner. They had a poll come out yesterday.
Who?
Yeah,
Byron?
yeah, but no, listen though. They had a
Byron.
poll
Okay,
come
I'm
out
listening.
yesterday that says if Byron Donalds is the nominee, Democrats will win here in Florida.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
Good.
can
Then
tell
I
you
Well,
that.
listen, can I say something? Because Florida is my absolute favorite vacation spot. And
yes.
we have not been to Florida in at least the last 4 years, me and my family. I need the Satan to go
Yeah, the
because
Satan
I want to be able to come
and his
back
go-go
to,
boots, they need to go on and go
yes, I
so I
need to,
can come
I
on
want to be
back.
able to come back to the beach, the
Yeah.
blue water, you know,
He's
the
doing his
all of
around
that.
the country tour right now, trying to drum up enough support for his presidential
Not,
run in
it's not gonna
2028.
happen.
Presidential. We don't look, we don't elect presidents that wear go-go boots. Boy, stop. Them white go-go
It's not
boots.
gonna happen.
It's not, no, no, we're
Mm-mm.
not
We're
doing
not even
that.
worried about that.
Anyway.
So
So
Mm-hmm.
now, but Bernard, and before I know, I'm kind of sure I know where DJ is going. If you get elected and you could pass, you could introduce any piece of legislation and know it would get passed, what would it be?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. That more motorcycles. Don't ever come to a firefighter conference. What?
So
Go
ask
ahead,
him
real.
again.
So I was saying, you get elected. If you could introduce any piece of legislation and that it would pass, what would it be?
Oh, universal health care, 100%. If I can make sure
Okay.
everybody had health care, I'll be good. I'll say, all right, somebody else can come up here and play with these people in Washington. I'm good.
I know that's right. You being
Fair
a
enough.
firefighter, I know that that is your stance. So thank you for even, when you do get there, we're going to speak it into existence. When you do get there, we
Mm-hmm.
need you to
Absolutely.
push that,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
go ahead,
Listen.
DJ. I know you're up next.
All right, all right, all right. Hey, Bernard.
Hey,
So, quick question. Um, I know you've been watching all this gerrymandering going on all over the place. As you, I'm sure you know, yesterday, VA Virginia voted, and they voted to, yes, go ahead and be able to gerrymander, which would open up at least four, maybe even five more seats for the Democrat Party. Well, as we knew would happen. Of course, the Republicans are yelling, oh, unfair play, but they do that every time they lose, so it wasn't anything new. Of course, it went to the first court already, and the first court says, you know what, hold everything. We're not going to finalize anything right now. We're going to stop and do an investigation. Bernard, what is your thoughts on the fact that every single time we get ahead in something, the other side's yell no, and here comes the court saying hold tight on this. Now they don't seem to do that for the right as much as they do it for the left. So I just want to know your personal thoughts on that.
the reason you don't see it as much on the other side is because on the other side knows when a case is winnable and when one is not. So there's no reason to tie up the system with frivolous lawsuits. This
Right.
one judge lower court decision will be overturned on appeal almost instantly. So it's nothing but a show. Put an orange man in charge to say, hey, look, I'm doing something for you. But at the end of the day, that's going to go to the appellate court. They're going to overturn it, and things are going to stand. So again, it's just more, trying to please the emperor instead of actually doing things for the American
Right.
people.
They refuse to tell him that he doesn't have on no clothes. And
Hey,
I agree
he
with
always need to have clothes on. Don't you even give him that
right.
idea.
Don't
Please
don't
keep
play with
clothes
me.
on them. We don't want to
Don't
see
play
none of
with me.
that.
But they did the
Um,
same thing, guys, in California, right?
Yep,
Years
same thing.
ago, same
mhm.
exact thing happened in California, and it was done and over, and they are, moving forward. So,
Right. And I wanted to bring that up because I wanted the listeners to know do not panic. Did you hear what Bernard said? I was going to tell you that same thing later on my live, but do not panic. This is them with their finger in their mouths, pouting and kicking on the floor because once again they lost. And they're going to do that a lot. There's going to be a lot of losing from that side because you cannot give the people absolutely nothing and expect all of them to stand with you. Now, MAGA, I'm sorry. Yeah, you could give them absolutely nothing because they're used to having nothing. That's not new to them.
Right.
Nothing's been taken because they're used to having nothing, being nothing, whatever it is that they do. But
Right.
those who are waking up, and I'm including those MAGAs that are waking up, along with the Democrat Party and the grassroots Republican Party and those on the fencers, they're not going to give this administration some sort of lead way when this administration has given them absolutely nothing. So I say that to say, VA, don't you panic. If you're not in VA, don't panic. It's going to be all right. One way or the other, it's going to be all
Right.
right.
So
Yeah.
in addition to that, DJ,
Mhm.
yeah, don't worry about it. This was a measure that was democratically supported by the citizens of Virginia. It's not like they decided the way they did in Texas, where the people had no
Mm-hmm.
choice. The people chose to redistrict mid-decade. So now any judge that would strike down the people's word is foolish. So you're not going to get this thing upheld by an appeals court judge or the state Supreme Court. That's like pew pewing yourself in the foot.
Mhm.
Pretty much. And I mean, judges get elected. He doesn't have a lifetime appointmentship, so they need to get him up on out of there in Virginia.
Mhm.
Vote him right on up out of there, because you are forgetting that you work for us, not for the man with the dead hand, swollen ankles, and leprosy on
Catheter bag and a heart monitor with all that other
all
stuff.
of that.
That
Hey,
big rash on the back of his neck, all of that
I
stuff.
just say
Charlie.
what's
Leprosy, baby.
good for
That's
the
leprosy.
goose is good for the gander. This is the same
Mhm.
thing they did and actually this is not the same thing they did here in
No.
Texas.
Mm-mm.
Actually, we had zero say in what they
Zero.
did here in Texas. And they did it all in spite of Jasmine Crockett. They did it
Right.
purposefully just to push Jasmine out.
Out.
So we
Mhm.
already
Mhm.
know
They know
it's
his strength.
powerful. And it
Mhm.
had got knocked down by their own Supreme Court here, but then it was uplifted
Oh,
again.
Right.
yes, by Supreme Court. But my thought process on Jasmine Crockett is, hey, Justice Crockett sounds real good to me. Supreme Court Justice Crockett
I
sounds
love it.
real good to me.
That's beautiful. So
I mean,
Or
I
or
see it.
Attorney General Crockett.
and one
That
But
of
too.
them,
I but DJ, I like what Mr. Taylor is saying. Can
I
you
like it
please
too.
ask him how we
Without
can get some
vote.
money to his campaign?
yes,
Yeah, so
Mr. Taylor.
first and foremost, real DJ, y'all know I love y'all, man. Y'all been with your boys from the beginning. I don't know if y'all saw my post today. We don't officially raised $200,000 for this campaign.
yes.
99% all
Yeah.
small dollar grassroots donors.
Oh wow,
Um, that
That's awesome.
when I started this thing, it was, oh, he's got a good message, but can he raise money? Can he raise money? And I said, all right, when I start taking fundraising seriously, y'all gonna be surprised. April
Mhm.
1st, we started taking fundraising seriously, and in 20 days, we done already $200,000. So what they gonna say now?
Right.
Nothing.
Not a dang on
That
Nothing.
thing.
means that the
Shut
people are
your mouth.
speaking.
Yes. Yes. And we're gonna put in existence another 200,000 more in the next 20 days. We're gonna do what we have to do, people. We're gonna do it. And we can
Absolutely.
and we will.
Right.
This man right here, this is the future. You
yes.
guys wanted change. You wanted a different way of thinking. This man is bringing us that. And he's young and he's fairly handsome. He look all right. But all I gotta say,
I'll take it.
you know,
I'll
they'll
take it.
throw some money at you. And no, you have to do a little shake or something, but they'll throw it, okay?
The
Okay, if I
firefighting.
had a dollar for everybody time, if somebody said you need to do a calendar, I'd have over $1 million right now.
Hey, if
Well,
that's what
that's
it
a good
takes.
idea.
Hey,
Now I'm
hey,
just
I don't
hey,
know how.
hey,
Look,
Bernard,
look,
I guess you better get in front of one of them cameras
He
and
said,
rip
hey,
Oh
off your
look,
right.
Lord.
shirt.
change
Look,
the
but now
name.
I don't know how real gonna feel when it's pinned on the wall in the bedroom, but it
Oh
don't know. I
Lord.
don't know how
No,
it
don't get
gonna
me. I don't
feel.
want to
I'm
get in no
just kidding.
trouble.
Listen,
Don't
It'll
put
be
me in
on the
no trouble,
refrigerator. It'll
hey,
DJ.
be on the
I don't want
refrigerator,
no
hey,
Bernard.
smoke.
just put it under your mattress.
there. They go. Y'all
No,
done
but
already.
all seriousness, man, I love each and every one of you guys. It's you guys' platforms that helped build this campaign, man. It wasn't no mainstream media, it wasn't no traditional political people out here that got all these different followers and they claim to have these platforms for us grassroots candidates. But at the end of the day, they still the same as the stuff that we've been dealing with for years. So it's
Yeah.
platforms like you guys is that have made this thing possible. So
Thank you.
y'all already know when we win this thing, I'm showing up on the live and we gonna be partying and having fun, man. And,
We ain't coming down there. And I
oh
want a
yeah,
VIP pass too, Bernard. I want a VIP pass.
absolutely,
I
You
absolutely.
might
know
So
we
have a
come
any,
with the
press
press
pass
pass.
by then.
oh
We
yeah,
have
one hundred
press
You'll have
percent.
your press
passes.
pass. We working on it right now. Don't put me on the
Yeah,
spot
we
like that,
have
Bernard.
Right.
press
He good for
passes
that. He good for that.
and
Don't
Well,
put
some
me.
look,
bottles to pop.
Okay.
I'll say this, Bernard. It's easy to have big interest groups pouring money into your campaign, but when the people have spoken, the people have spoken. Your opponent can have millions of dollars, but if the people are sick and tired of what he represents, it won't matter.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely. And guys, if you want to find out more about my campaign, if you want to help contribute, just go to BernardTaylorForCongress.com. Again, you got all my policy platforms on there. We actually got written out legislation. We're not talking bullet points. I go into detail about what I want to do, how it can be done, how we're going to pay for it. So ain't no excuses. If anybody tell you that I'm running a campaign and I ain't got no policies, they a bold-faced lie. I took the
Right.
time to write all that stuff out. So
I know
I'll
that's
turn
right.
my hat to the back on him for you, Bernard. I'll turn
Y'all,
my hat
y'all
to the
know what
back.
Tell,
that means.
I
Holly
know.
Springs, tell all your cousins in Florida, you know this guy named Bernard Taylor. He is running for office in Florida. Get out and go
And
vote
vote.
for him.
That's right.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
Absolutely.
Let's not
That's
forget
right.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh
So
yeah.
what we
Shout out to my homie Elizabeth Booker up there, man. That's her city. I love Liz, man.
well
She put
tell
on for
Liz to
Memphis
come on
strong.
down. Tell Liz to get in touch with us because we're broadcasting in Memphis, Tennessee. So tell her to come
Okay.
on and get on the show.
All
We
right,
need to
yeah,
take a quick
absolutely. I got
commercial.
you.
We need to take a quick commercial break. I don't know how much time you have, Benard, but we do have to pay a few bills right quick, and we'll come right back and jump right back in this. But before we go, I want a commercial from you, Benard, so that we can play that as well on. We run
Absolutely.
shows 5 days a week.
Okay.
So we need to have you in that rotation so people can know where they can actually assist and donate to your cause and get you in office. I'm speaking it into existence. Y'all better get out there and vote. Stop
Oh,
playing.
it's done.
Look,
It's
Florida, if
done.
y'all want us to come back and patronize with our dollars, y'all need to get Bernard in. Now, DeSantis is gone. Don't bring another Republican in there. I ain't playing. You are listening to Our Plugs, a community connection of WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Stay tuned.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The community connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
At Lovership Apparel, we believe what you wear should remind you of who you are. This is where love meets style. From our signature beautiful hoodies created to remind you to show up as your full authentic self, to our bold her shirts designed for women who know their worth and wear it proudly. Lovership Apparel is more than clothing, it's a movement. Our comfortable confidence-boosting leggings move with you, while our statement backpacks carry your essentials and your purpose wherever life takes you. Every piece is intentionally designed to inspire self-love, confidence, and authenticity, because you deserve to wear something that speaks life into you. Whether you're stepping out, showing up, or standing firm in who you are, Lovership Apparel is made for you. Visit lovershipapparel.com and wear the reminder, be you to the fullest.
Welcome to Compassion Counseling and Training Services, LLC, where healing takes flight. I am Nicole Wiley, licensed independent clinical social worker, and we empower children, individuals, families, and couples through individualized therapy via telehealth. Using evidence-based approaches like CBT and mindfulness, we help clients build resilience and rediscover their wings. If you're ready to begin your journey, visit CompassionCounselingAndTrainingServices.com.
You're locked in to WKRA 92.7, the voice of the community. And listen, 2026 is all about showing up and shining. That is why we rock with Morningstar Boutique by Tam, where fashion meets confidence, purpose, and style. From everyday chic to head-turning statement pieces to some fly arm candy, Morningstar has it all. And while you're shopping, tap into the community. Discover Black-owned and minority-owned businesses at ourplugs.com. Also, check out morningstarboutiquebytam.com, where your light owns your style.
You are to Our Plugs, the community connection. We are back. I'm sorry about that, you guys. That sometimes technology is ugly. Hopefully, Raven, you can strip that on out of there. 55, 54. Okay. We are back with Benard. Are you still available?
I got 5 more minutes that I got to go in here. I'm actually meeting some candidates up in Indianapolis. They heard I was in town and they wanted to meet up with me and pick my brain a little bit about how to help their campaign. So you guys know I'm always willing to help people.
Yes.
Reach them where you can.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Go ahead, Real and DJ.
I mean, I don't
I have a
have
couple
too
questions
many.
myself and Miss Morningstar, so we can. I do have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, you've highlighted healthcare as a major issue and have firsthand experience as a firefighter, paramedic. I know that you have policies that you're bringing, you want to implement. What roadblocks can you see outside of the Republicans pushing back? What roadblocks can you see that would stop us from having universal health care?
First off, it definitely won't happen within the first 2 years as long as we got somebody in office that can control things. So I try to tell people, like, the first 2 years is going to be a lot of just holding people accountable. There's going to be a lot of hearing. Going to be a lot of, trying to put people, make accountability. Make sure that we're holding these people accountable that have done all the things that they've done over the past couple of years. Once we get past that, then trying to implement policy, it's the same thing, man. You're not necessarily fighting against party as more so as you're fighting against money, and that's from both sides because the same people that are in the pharmaceutical industry, they donate to everybody, whether you're Democrat or Republican. The same people that are in the oil industry donate to everybody, whether you're a Democrat or Republican. So it's literally going to take a bunch of people like myself who are willing to stand up and not be beholden to those dollars, which is why it's important again to have the people supporting these campaigns, because the more the people on the ground support our campaigns, the less likely that we have to, quote unquote, sell our souls or be dependent on those corporate dollars. Because once you start getting those dollars and they start coming to your campaign, now when clean energy comes before you to vote on it, but you get the oil money, how likely are you to vote in favor of doing things for the environment? When you're talking about improving healthcare or getting to that universal healthcare, but you're taking money from the pharmaceutical company, how likely are you to vote for things that are going to be detrimental to the people that are donating to you? So the two roadblocks again is not only fighting the quote unquote other side in terms of political beliefs, but it's also fighting against the money. If you're not willing to fight against the money and stand up for the people that, again, are financing a lot of these people that have been in office for years, who are used to being, corporate politicians, it is an uphill battle. And, a lot of people go into these offices with the right intentions, but you get discouraged real quickly when you find out that, it's not a lot of people on your side. Even a lot of quote unquote skin folk ain't your kin folk when you get in there. Because in this past year, just kind of learning and being on the campaign trail, and some people that I thought was even cool in my local politics in the state of Florida, that was my skin folk, I learned very quickly. They
Yeah.
have fallen very deep into this political game. So just
We
holding on.
pull the money out of politics. I don't understand how we can elect someone in office and then allow other big government or big business to basically pay them. It's a bribe, if you ask me.
It's not a lot of people with a lot of integrity and character. You know what I'm saying? That money is hard to turn down. And I don't sell people dreams. I live in the real world. Like, it is hard when, even if you come in there with the best of intentions, it's hard when somebody say, hey, I'm about to give you $200,000 to do whatever I need to do for you to vote on this bill. It takes a very strong person to be like, no, I can't do that. Which is, again, what makes my campaign unique, is I've already been exposed to that world. I've been exposed to money. I know what that world is, and it is not appealing to me. So you can't, you can't really throw any amount of money in my face, and I'm gonna turn my back on my community because the things that I love don't cost a lot of money. I like Xbox and Netflix. I could do that for $30 a month.
That's
Right.
right.
I don't need a whole
Yep.
lot of money.
Yep.
So,
Exactly. And
so
I agree with you on that. I don't think there's enough money that someone could give me
Me
to
either.
make me turn on the
Mine
way
pay
that they
everything.
or condone the way that they're doing these children in these detention centers or even the
Me.
people themselves. You can't give me $1 million and want me to turn my back and don't say nothing. I'm
Yeah.
not, I could never
I
do
can't
that.
do it.
unfortunately, there
Never.
are too many people in the world that they can and they find them, and
But
those are the people that represent us, unfortunately. Which
yeah,
is
because
why we gotta be able to separate the real from the fake.
look
Yes.
what we got in our White House right now. That's all
Yeah.
Yeah.
about greed and money right now.
But it
Um,
should be illegal to actually be able to give a candidate money. That's just it's to me, it's a bribe.
Well,
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 it is more
well,
so
when
once you get into that position,
You
then
shouldn't be
they
able to
know
take
they got a foot in the
quid
door.
pro quo.
And
That's what
then
yes.
it
you
is.
got to think you got Citizens United. When that decision was handed down by the Supreme Court, it opened the floodgates. Once they said corporations were people, now you're opening the floodgates. So you have to
mm,
overturn that decision. Like there's no way that a corporation and money should be counted as people. It's just not a
No.
fact.
exactly.
Secondly,
But at one time, excuse me, Bernard, at one time, wasn't there a limit on what these people could give?
Yes.
there's a limit on what they can give now, but the way you work around that is by forming a political action committee. So
Oh,
if your campaign forms a political action committee, now you could take in as much money and raise as much money without those barriers. Because right now, for me, I don't have a political action committee. I just have my campaign committee. So nobody can donate more than $3,500 as an individual. No corporation can technically donate $3,500 as an individual to my campaign, but they can pay for the ads and run it under their political action committee. So
Mm.
they're still financing my campaign through their political action committee. So when you see those commercials that say, paid for by such and such political action committee, but it's not necessarily that that person, that's still technically money to that person's campaign. It's just wasn't directly given to them. So it's always
right.
loopholes and things the way that's how they
Hmm.
work around the system. Which is
Hmm.
again, these are things that I'm learning as I'm getting into this game, and these loopholes and things have to be closed because again, as long as you have the free flowing of money and not enough people who have, who care about their souls and care about the people,
Yeah.
you're gonna continue to have these same problems. So
Yeah. That's
So now,
the issue. Go ahead.
now
Probably
This
have
this is
time is
my
almost
last
up.
question.
yeah.
My
Okay.
my last question, and we know this is a big thing. And you were just talking about political action committees. Would you ever accept money from APAC?
absolutely not.
That, there you
That's my
go.
dude right there.
That
That's my.
that's what the people need to hear.
That
Yeah.
sums it up.
And
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, full transparency, guys. I already hear whispers around my district. They trying to label me as an anti-Semite already, even though I've never said anything remotely close to that type of language. I don't single out any particular group of people, but because I say I don't want your money, now I got a label. So it's
Right.
it's
Ain't that
already
So
happening.
about time?
Bernard, it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. All right. That's what my daddy always said. It's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. You keep up the good fight. You got a fight in you. You will win. You will win. Hey, look,
Absolutely.
I'm speaking it. Go
Can I
ahead, Miss
can I ask
Morningstar.
you one
Mhm.
question? I know you gotta go. I know you gotta
Yes,
go.
ma'am.
Economic growth for small businesses. What we do here at Our Plugs is we support small black minority owned businesses, and that's important to us. So, what are your plans to support small businesses, especially the undeserved communities? Because we already know we suffer, as a people. So, what are your plans to kind of uplift them and build them up?
So actually, that's a great question. I was actually endorsed earlier this week by the American Small Business League, and just talking with them and understanding how the federal government provides tons and tons of grants for small businesses. The problem is they get funneled to larger corporations through back channels. So there's a ton of money in grants and opportunities for people who want to do startups and things of that nature. The problem is again that money is not being funneled to our community or pretty much any community when you look at the numbers, but specifically our community. And that problem again is the people at the top that control the levers. Like the funding is there. The problem is again, who's controlling the levers to where that cash flow goes. It's the same thing when you're thinking about education. We give the states give so much money to the Department of Education, but who's in charge of the state? The state legislature to funnel that money to the right places. So if you got a place like where I'm in Florida, when the money is coming from the education department that's supposed to go to education, but it gets funneled into, it gets funneled into the governor's wife's account in order to, run her opposition against legalizing, that good stuff. That's it's all about who controlling the levers. So that's my job, is to make sure that those levers are being pulled to the places that they're supposed to be pulled for.
Okay, so I know you got to go, but I have one favor. When you do get there, because you're getting there, please tell Stephen Miller, aka Pee Wee German, to give us our $6.3 billion right back. I want it in our account in the morning. Stop playing with us. We want our money.
I got you, but I feel as though I'm going to get in a lot of trouble my first week. just
Just
Good
call us.
trouble.
Yeah,
Look, good
it's going to be
trouble.
crazy.
And
John
then you
John
gonna
Lewis
call
would
us
be
Good
back.
proud.
trouble. It's
Yeah,
positive
yeah.
trouble.
I mean, I told DJ Real I went to the Capitol a few months back, and I was just walking around, and I cannot believe all these little people are making all these decisions.
Put your finger right on his forehead and tell him DJ Kitty said, give us our money back.
I got you. I
All
promise,
right.
He
man.
about 5 feet.
He
Lord
only
have mercy.
probably 3 feet, maybe three,
Right.
He's 4 foot.
5 inches.
He's 4'11". Don't give him his due. Yeah,
Oh
he's
Lord.
not a
You
big
might
man.
have to bend over and put your finger on his forehead and say, give us our $6.3 billion. Go ahead,
I
Real.
got you.
And tell them courts to stop selling them deeds to them people.
Okay.
They out here acting crazy.
I got you, man.
Thank you, Benard. We
Thank you,
truly
guys. I'll see you later.
appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
All
All
Please
right,
right.
come
Bye,
Bernard.
back.
Bernard.
Come back
Take care.
anytime.
I wish they'd come and get my deed. I'm gonna show them how it's supposed to go down.
I
Listen,
bet you are.
I
well,
wish they will.
they
Would.
trying it. Have y'all
I
heard
know.
that? DJ and Morningstar, these
Uh-uh.
Jews going to these courts, getting
Oh
deeds
yes, I
from
heard about
judges,
that.
I
Yes,
heard.
taking
I
people's
and
heard
claim
too.
deeds.
trying to walk so they could walk up to DJ's house right now with her deed and tell her, "You need to leave. This is my house."
They won't remember they were here when I get finished with them. They would have forgotten they even arrived.
I'm
I
in
wish
Texas.
I would. All
I'm in
right.
Texas. Stand your ground.
How
I
is that even?
threat.
Here
How is
too.
that even possible or happening?
Listen,
Like,
I don't know what loophole they're using it, but they're
yeah.
using it. And the fact that they think they can give it to these Jewish people on top of that. And these Jewish, and then they gave them the right to bear arms, all right, and go through training. They got them in training so that they can use these arms. On who?
We
Please
have.
knock on my door and tell me I gotta leave and you gotta have my deed. I promise you, it won't turn out the way you think it would.
Don't please don't come
listen.
to my door.
All I know
I
is
said knock on mine.
Period.
this mortgage company that it say I'm paying the bill on this house. This is my house.
Yeah.
Listen,
The
I
receipts
don't know
out of
what
my
you and the
bank account,
judge.
baby.
We can't hear you, DJ Kitty.
I hear her.
Here.
Oh, maybe it's just me. So I'm gonna drop and come back.
Well, I'm just gonna say, can you hear me now? Okay, he's gonna drop and come back.
Okay.
If you knock on my door and talk about a deed that you think that you're gonna take from me, I'm in Texas and it stands your ground and I feel threatened. You knocking on my door and you holding up a sheet of paper, I am threatened and I am going to exercise my right to protect myself.
I think it
Period.
sounds fair to me.
Because you're not taking nothing from me. I don't care. Go. If you want to play with somebody, go play with your mammy. Don't play with me. Can you hear me now, Real?
Yes, ma'am. All I know is they come to your house with that deed. You gonna have to come on up out of there, DJ Kitty.
I
No,
ain't coming
kitty,
up.
don't
Don't look.
kitty.
Don't start with me, Real. Cause you know
He
how I
trying to work
get,
you up.
girl. It'll
It
be a
tickled him to
problem.
death the last time he did it. He was talking about that for a couple of days.
Say, hey,
Yes.
get your grandson your lamb chops and go ahead on.
That's a lie. You can come over here playing with me if you want to.
Right.
It'll be the last thing
Mm,
you do. Flower, but
right.
look, slow singing and flower bringing. Your mammy will wear a black dress.
Right.
Anywho, anyhow, Um, Bernard is such a strong candidate. I wish I could vote for him. I know he's going to do amazing, but he's right.
Yeah.
It's going to take about 2 years for them to like clean up all of the.
Well, yeah, I agree, but I think more so he was letting us know that, oh, the orange Mussolini, he's going to be in office for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
He's not going to sign off on any of that legislation of that sort.
Right.
Final blink.
Whether it be he or Vance, they're not. They're not. But like he said, there's going to be a lot of court cases going on and a lot of accountability being held, and so that's going to hold our attention for a while. That because we want to see just that. That needs to be seen by the American people. So that's going to hold our attention for a while. And in the meantime, they'll be in the background getting things ready for when, because they know not to expect like the orange turd to sign off of anything. But those documents are going to be ready for the next person who can sign off. I'm sure of it. They're working on things. I've followed enough of them to see that they are working on things in the background. So even Jasmine has said we're working on things in the background. So we got to have that faith and have that hope. And as I told our producer earlier today, we have to be mindful not to be impatient because everything is such a mess that a lot of time when I talk to people, they need that done now. Why aren't we doing this now? Why isn't this happening now? Now is not an option because we're looking at 250 years of going through all types of chaos. And we're looking at this last 2 years of them implementing some of the things that we have cleaned up in the 250 years. So it's not going to take that long to get it back together, but it's going to take a while, and we must be patient. We
Right.
must.
You're right.
And, in those 2 years between January 2027 and January 2029, you can pretty much rest assured our government will be at a standstill. He's not gonna sign off on anything these Democrats are sending up. So the government will be quiet for 2 years.
Well, I predict Bernard being in office. I have a strong feeling that he's going to be voted in.
He
I
will.
predict that we won't have to worry about. He's going to be real quiet come 20 by the end of this year, a final blink moment. I don't think that that's going to be our concern. Our concern may be with that man that likes to sit on couches and wear eyeliner. That's who I'm thinking that we'll be dealing with. I doubt very seriously the man with the black hands, swollen ankles, leprosy, and diapers will still be kicking. I don't
Right.
know.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
if we do
much.
well in the midterms, we can even stop the eyeliner Vance. We can even stop him. There are going to be executive orders that he's going to push through. Oh, definitely. But then the people can see Congress stand tighter together and push back on these things. A lot of these people, because I think he's got maybe about 1/3 of his supporters still intact.
Hmm.
Okay, when Fox News can say 34% approval rate, we know it's lower than that because they're going to give that some sort of grace for him. All
Yeah, they're
right. So
giving a bump.
exactly. So we know that it is lower than that. Um, the people are going to make that statement. The people are going to come out. Those who don't want to vote Democrat just aren't going to vote at all. All
Yeah.
right. That's fine with me too.
I have
And
a
I
question.
go
I have
ahead.
a question. This one, I think about specific senators that have been sitting in office. One comes to mind specifically, Jim Jordan. Is anybody
Mhm.
running against Jim Jordan? That's in Ohio, right? Miss
Yeah,
Morningstar.
he's from Ohio.
Is anybody
Yeah.
running against him? Because these long lifetime appointments that they get in office and they stay. We need somebody to challenge him and get him up out of there.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm
I don't
sure
know.
that for the most part, at the pace Trump is running the country into the ground, nobody's safe. Even in their red states, people are fed up. People are tired of these prices going up. People losing houses. Nobody's safe.
But in some
Um,
cases, these candidates don't have anyone running against them. So
right.
I'm going to look and see if anybody's running against Jim Jordan, because it's a good question. I don't care if they are or not. I want to be able to put, I want Congress to be able to hold him accountable on a lot of things. So I want to make sure we know where he is.
Like his
I think,
contempt of court, he never showed up.
oh, more than that. But
Yeah,
More
yes,
than
like
that.
and
that.
more than that, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
files.
Mm-hmm.
So now, listen,
Give
ladies.
anybody a chance. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
know we're running out of time. I know what happened in this election last night. We was talking about the courts, but I just want y'all to know, y'all's Secretary of Health and Human Services, RFK Jr. He says all of y'all black children need to be removed from
Please
your
stop.
black homes, and they need to be rehomed with white people.
Why?
Real
So they could learn how to essay kids, so they can learn
and
how to
not
eat
bathe,
kids, so they can what?
so
Right.
they
Real
can
trying to have
grow
Uh
up. You know
uh
what, real?
not wash their legs. That's what somebody said on my
Okay.
live.
So they can't
real
bathe.
trying to have us tear up these cameras over here.
Okay.
He
So they
already
can
know
cook
how black
everything with
mamas get
raisins
about
and
their babies.
mayonnaise.
He know we ready to fight through the phone.
Stop playing with us, real.
Know how we feel about our babies, okay?
Listen,
And that old dry throat creature of the night over there.
but
He swims in toxic waste. He can't tell nobody what to
right.
do.
And
But
spits
on
off
this
a
on a
toilet seat.
serious note,
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
he
you.
had his grandchildren
Mm-mm.
swimming in it with him. But you're
You're not
telling
gonna tell.
somebody to take
You not.
somebody else's kids? Are you
You're not gonna
serious right
tell
now?
us nothing.
I
What
dare
you
them to
gonna
try
do?
it.
See,
Listen,
Listen,
let me
nobody
calm
paying
down.
him no attention, that weirdo.
but
I
yeah.
Ain't nobody paying that man no attention. Real, you better
listen
stop.
to
You
his
almost
I'm
up
just
to
letting you
Hollywood.
know, DJ Kitty. He said they're gonna come through next week,
he
Try it.
so
coming.
have them packed
Come on,
up,
Try
he
it.
coming. Come
had
on
their
in, he
bags
coming.
packed, have them ready to go.
Try it. Bring it.
Dry throat. Ain't
You so
nobody thinking
silly.
about him.
Trust me.
A
If you come
dry
get
throat.
mine, you're gonna bring them right back. You come get mine,
Baby, I'll
you're
be
gonna bring them
offering him
back.
some water. I'll be like, do you need some water, sir? What's wrong
And
with
I'll go
you?
dip a cup in the toilet and hand it to him. Real,
Right.
please
And
stop,
he,
because I'm
and
gonna
he
tell
will
you
drink
now.
it. He'll drink it.
RFK, don't make me call RFK and cuss him out, because I will. I'm not
Listen,
scared of him.
I'm just telling you, the man said your kids need to be rehomed.
Well,
Listen,
maybe he needs to be rehomed. Okay, he can't tell nobody nothing. I don't
he
speak and
he
talk
said
or listen to people who
he
swim in
said y'all
toxic
poor
waste.
parents.
You got her
You
hot
know
over
what
there.
gets me? It's the fact that these same people, and I'm talking about supremacists, I'm not talking about all white people, because I do believe that the majority of the white people are not that way. But these same supremacists, all right, honestly, are so pissed off
Mm-hmm.
about our success and being able to move up in life, even through
Mm-hmm.
the barriers that they put in front of us,
Yes.
that they would go as far as to as old Dumpy refers to all of us as low IQ people. When we
Mm-hmm.
saw his grades, all
Mm-hmm.
right, we saw
Baby,
what we see what low IQ looks like and sounds like every single time he opens his mouth.
girl,
Every
please, he
single
ain't
time.
got you.
And Elon Musk wants to be allowed to discriminate against y'all, black
Can I
folk.
can I can I just say this? You got drunks in the dang on
Get it,
cabinet.
sis.
Crooked eye just was up there. It's crooked eye to the left, to the right, whatever way he looking. Was just up there talking, trying to defend himself to the cameras, arguing with the news, talking about you fake news.
Which way
But
was
they
he looking?
already have him on tape chugging beer. It's already recorded that you tried to log in, you got paranoid and thought you got fired. I mean, it is captured data. It's captured data. Like, nobody has time for this. He just lost a defamation lawsuit because he tried to sue what is the guy, Frank, from morning MS Now,
And
MS
this-
Morning Joe
now.
show,
right. Mhm.
because he talked about his actual being
You was
drunk. I
you
mean,
was
you're
drunk.
drunk. You're
Right.
drunk. You have Keg's breath, who's drunk all the time.
All the
All
time.
the time.
Right now.
The woman in DC, what's her name? Who was the Fox News person, and she's the DOJ in DC.
She was drunk too.
She a drunk too. She be
Oh my
all
All of
the
them
goodness.
drunk.
time.
Who
What's
was
her
it?
name?
That guy that was slurring on the mic at
They
that
all
Charlie Kirk
drunk.
thing. He,
Everybody is
he was
Everybody is
alcoholics. They
drunk.
Oh,
all.
so not only them, but the woman that took over for the Bureau of Labor.
She drunk too. She had people bringing her drinks to work. That's why she just quit. And her
All of
husband
these
and her daddy
drunks.
was calling the
But
office aides, flirting with them. Her
but
oh
daddy
listen,
and her husband.
listen, ladies.
I'm done.
Tell you why.
I'm gonna tell you why they're all drunks. Remember in Trump's first term, they had a pill mill, like a pharmacy at the White
Right.
House
The
where
the
these
trap
people
house
could
Everybody
go
was
and just get
popping.
anything they
trap
want so
house.
they could deal with this guy. They
Trap
got
house.
rid of the pill mill. So in this second term, they've turned to alcohol.
Y'all know
and
what it
fitting
is. That was the
And what?
trap house. And it's
That
still
was
fentanyl.
a
the
trap
trap
house.
house.
Yeah, a trap house, little I can't say that on the radio. I say it on TikTok. But y'all know what I want to say. Little um W House of Horrors, and just all of that. All of that. We are
Now it
dealing
got a
with
big hole with blue tarp on it. Like, come on, y'all can't tell
the
me that
ghetto.
ain't that's some hood stuff.
That's
This
It
is
is.
it's
ridiculous to
very
be
trailer
watching.
parkish.
Well,
Anyway,
that's who they are.
yes,
They can't disguise who they are. They think they can disguise who they are through money. And that's not done anything. We see that they are low IQ, lack intelligence, lack morals, and we see them. Their skirts, this what no, what is it called?
The slip is showing.
There you go.
yes, your slip is showing. Okay, you guys, we are out of time. I love this show. I love when we talk. I love when we get into the weeds of what's going on. Real, I know you got a million other things to talk about, but I'm gonna catch you live after this on TikTok because we have ran out of time. Thank you so much, Benard Taylor, for showing up and blessing us with your information. I'm speaking it into existence. He is going to win. Any
Mhm.
last words? I'm going to start with you, Sissy. Any last words, DJ?
Okay, I'm just going to be real quick with it. Guys, support these candidates. When you see candidates that are talking the talk you need to hear, $5, $10, $20. Support them because every dollar counts.
Yeah.
And we can do this. We have this. This is our country. I don't care where you from. If this is where you land, this is your country. Support your country and stand behind these candidates.
Thank you
That's
so
it.
much, sis. Thank you. Brother Real, with your messy self, come on in, alley number 2.
Listen, just hide them babies in the basement. But listen, guys. So don't fret about Virginia. This is a good thing. It will stand up in the court of law. But at this point, the onus is on us. We have to remain hyper vigilant, hyper focused. Talk to your people. Make sure they are registered to vote. Find a plan to get out there and get them out to vote. It's on us now.
Hmm.
Yes.
So we can't let us down. Find a way to get it done. That's all I got.
Mhm.
Thank you so much, Real. We appreciate you both. Political tea is always a good time. We will see you guys next week. Miss Morningstar, can you take us home, sis?
Absolutely. Thank you, Memphis, Tennessee, Holly Springs, Mississippi. As always, we appreciate you guys coming through to support us, listen to our show, and get this political tea as my brother and sister gave it to us today. Make sure you guys register to vote, get out here and vote. Enjoy your day today. Be safe. It is going to be Friday tomorrow. So you already know we are relaxing, enjoying some gossip and giggles. So y'all make sure y'all come back. Thank you to TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. We appreciate all our platforms and all the support we're getting from every platform. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Y'all have a great day. As we wrap up today's show, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, tapping in, and staying connected to your community.
Remember, this platform exists to uplift Black-owned businesses, nonprofits, creatives, and community leaders who are doing the work that moves us forward.
Make sure you support today's guest. Share the show. Stay plugged into our plugs, because when we support each other, we all rise.
Until next time, keep believing, keep building, and keep shining. You've got this.
You've been listening to Our Plugs, the community connection where communities meet opportunity. We'll see you next time.